Guided by the oracle's cryptic message, Feng Jiu and Su Ling arrived at a dying world. This planet was in the final throes of the plague's consumption. The air hung thick with a sickly green haze, and the ground itself seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Even the local wildlife had succumbed, their bodies twisting and warping into grotesque plague-spawn, creatures of pure, instinctual hunger. Their mission, according to the oracle, was to locate and destroy something called the corruption nexus, the very heart of the plague's influence on this world. As they ventured deeper into the blighted landscape, they found it. The nexus was a pulsating mass of corrupted energy, a cancerous growth on the planet's soul. But it wasn't unguarded. A colossal star beast, its form horrifically mutated by the plague, stood sentinel. Its hide was covered in crystalline growths, and its eyes burned with a feverish, unnatural light. Feng Jiu realized this creature was way too powerful to just devour suicide, right? The beast's raw power was overwhelming. There was only one way. Feng Jiu had to use the new power he'd gained, the law of gravity. Focusing all his will, he reached out, not with his devouring ability, but with the fundamental force of the universe. He began to compress space itself, gathering matter and energy into a single, infinitesimal point right in front of the mutated star beast. The air shimmered, and a tiny, black sphere materialized, a micro-singularity. The beast roared in confusion and rage as the immense gravitational pull began to tear at its corrupted form, ripping chunks of its flesh and energy into the void. It was working. The beast was weakening. Seizing the moment of its greatest vulnerability, Feng Jiu unleashed his true power. He opened his maw and lunged, his devouring ability finally able to latch onto the weakened creature and the nexus it guarded. The influx of energy was cataclysmic. He consumed not just the beast, but the very core of the corruption nexus. Power, pure and overwhelming, flooded his being, shattering his limits and pushing him directly to the peak of the Earth realm. The surge of energy was so immense it erupted from the planet's atmosphere, a beacon of raw power visible from orbit. Far above, a Dominion scout ship, patrolling the quarantine zone, registered the impossible energy signature. Alarms blared on its bridge. A cold, synthetic voice announced, "Anomaly detected. Locking onto coordinates. Deploying pursuit vessel." Feng Jiu's victory had just painted a massive target on his back.